Hi, welcome to this video on an introduction to HTML. In this video, I'm going to show you some very basic introductory commands on creating a website using HTML coding language. So let's get into it. So we're going to use the software called Adobe Dreamweaver. And when you open it up, you're going to be faced with this splash screen. On the middle section says Create New. We're going to click on the first option, which says HTML. Now, when you click on this, you're going to have perhaps three options. It might open up in design view like that, or in code view. For the minute, I'm just going to use split, which is going to give me code on the left-hand side, and then the presented design version on the right-hand side, so I can see what my page is going to look like. Now, looking at this code on the left-hand side here, you're going to see that it has some opening tags and some closing tags. So for example, the head tag here, the open head tag there, and then the closing head tag there. Within the header, you're going to find the title. You can see there again this idea of tags where you have your opening tag and then a closing tag after the title. So I could change that title there and call it Mr. Jackson's website, like so. And that's going to change the title of it when I run it and preview it. And then we come down to this section here on lines 8 and 9 where it says body. Now this is going to be the main body of my website, and in here this is where I'm going to put my code today, which is going to allow me to change things like the text and the background color and things like that. So to start with, I'm going to give myself a bit of space. I'm just going to hit the return key a handful of times just to allow myself a bit of space there. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a heading. Okay, so this is a preset heading and a H1 heading. So I shall put my opening tag there, my H1 tag, and that is a 1, not an L. And I shall then put Mr. Jackson's website. I've spelt it right, wouldn't it? Mr. Jackson's website, and then a closing tag at the end of it. If I was just to very quickly click on the design section, like so, you can see what the website would look like in the first instance. Back onto split, and I'm going to now add in a paragraph, and this is going to use the P for paragraph. So I put P in the header, and I put something like this is my first sentence. And then I close this off. And again, if I refresh that, you'll see that this pops up onto the design section that says, this is my first sentence. Now, if I decided that I wish to start to change the formatting of some of my text, for example, then what I'm going to start to look at is the style of it. So what I would do is I would start with the P, okay, but instead of finishing it off there, I'll start to type the word style. Now Dreamweaver, with it being a specialist HTML editor, it starts to almost predict what you are going to type, the command you wish. So as I'm starting to type the word style, you can see that it's offering me the option there to add that in. So I'm going to double click on that. Okay, and I have all these different options that it's now it's now offering me as a result of this. So if I was to type in the word color, then I can double click on there, and I can then choose the color that I wish to have. Now I have to remember that it's American spellings on this and not English spellings, so don't be putting that U in there. So I'm just going to pick a color here, like so, and then I can finish off my tag, and I can then write something like, this is my second sentence, and close that off. Let's refresh it, see how it looks. And we can see there that this time it is picked the color of 909, and which is like a pinky color. Okay, final thing that I'm going to show is to perhaps change the font style, or the font, the font that's being used. So I'm going to again just say P style like this. Okay, and I can choose font family, for example, and then it's going to give me a range of different fonts that I can use from any of these. So if I just double click on that one there, close off the bracket, but this is my third sentence, and I'll finish that off with a closing bracket and refresh that, and you can see there that I've been able to create a third sentence in a different font style.